Senator McDougall.
Just briefly, Caoimhín, I want to say that I support this bill. I fully understand that the Government has the advice of the Attorney-General, and unlike a certain other country close to us, it's not possible for the Parliament to demand to see the Attorney-General's advice for very good reasons, which I fully respect. I also want to say that that Senator Black has taken the step of publishing legal opinions to the contrary, and I have had the opportunity of reading them, and I agree with them. But that isn't to say that there can always be one infallible view on these matters, so I just want to put that on the record. The second thing I want to say is this, that I agree with Senator O'Sullivan that I stand for the right of Israel to exist. I believe that in supporting this bill I am not taking an anti-Israeli position. I believe that the right of Israel to exist within internationally accepted borders is an absolute right which they are entitled to defend, and I make no bones about that. I don't believe that it is an illegitimate state, and I want to make that very clear. I want to finally say this, that it has been suggested in public discourse by a former member of these Houses, and it's been suggested by a senior Israeli minister that the motivation behind this bill is anti-Semitic. Nothing could be further from the truth. And I just want to state in relation to that I, as Minister for Justice, was the person who inaugurated the Holocaust Memorial Day. I did so and supported the Irish Holocaust Commemoration Committee. I apologised in public for the way in which Ireland failed the Jewish refugees in the Second World War. I've taken a lifelong interest in the appalling atrocities involved in the Holocaust, and I deeply, deeply object to anybody saying that my motivation is anti-Semitic. I think it's scandalous and wrong that should be stated. And I also take particular solace from the fact that not merely is this bill supported by international lawyers of the kind that Senator Black has mentioned, and she's published their opinions, but I also want to make this point. It is also supported by a considerable number of people in Israel, and if that is the case, I can't see how it could possibly be described as anti-Semitic. And I just want to finish on that point. This bill is by no means anti-Semitic. It is not against the existence of Israel. It is not it is not opposed to the legitimacy of the Israeli state. It is merely saying that international law must mean something, and that this chamber of the Irish Parliament is determined to make it clear that international law cannot be flouted with impunity, and we are not obliged to accept de facto annexation of land in a manner that infringes international law. Thank you, Chairman.